Okay, so let's go ahead and swap this out to a hunt. Any preference on map? First person to say a map name.
Damn.
The dam.
That works.
Oh, damn. Okay, then.
Great.
It's fun for everyone.
More. Do you want some cereal?
Monster Play Cow. I might play some more later. It was pretty popular. I'll probably do it after the raffle, just because I know that there's a lot of coaching, and hopefully by then a lot of the... Sorry, I'm getting some messages from people. Okay, so yeah, I might play again later, because I know that that's pretty popular. I'm actually putting some videos of YouTube when I got to play last week for a few hours. Then you can kind of see how crappy I am and out of practice and everything. It's pretty fun. I don't know if I had that much monster play last week though. I was mostly hunter, but we'll see. I still have some archived footage to go through. So Andrew is support medic. Okay. Okay, we've got Slim, Sunny, Crow, Torvald. We got a tier 4 versus a tier 1. This is the Battle of Aegis. Not to confuse with Black Aegis.
Did you know that Aegis is a word that you can actually put into bookworm? A-E-G-I-S.
It's been a word for a long, long time.
What is it?
Aegis is like a shield or defensive ability.
Fair enough. I did not know that.
The more you know.
I just figured Aegis was a word, but I didn't know what type of word, so I put it into bookworm and it took it. I was like, what is Aegis?
Yep. It's basically, I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a shield. It's an old shield. Aegis, the protection, backing, or support of a particular person or organization. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
And in classic mythology, it's the shield or breastplate of Zeus or Athena. That's where I knew it from.
There we go.
Okay, so Monster going away and sneaking. I think he might have left a footprint there, so just to be a little bit careful about that. So it does look like the hunters are just barely dropping now, and it does look like the Monster is going to be off away. So hopefully no carrion birds. Usually what I like to do now, be careful. So this is interesting because a lot of times monsters won't go this way, so it's a good area. I like that he's eating under here for no carrion birds. One thing to be careful of though is if you eat a lot of food here, this is a very popular evolve spot. They don't have anyone that punishes over ceilings, so I would love to see him actually evolve somewhere out more in the open and use this for a area to eat food, because normally you don't want to eat food where you're going to evolve, so that when you pop out of the evolution you have a little bit of armor or some monster or some wildlife to slow them down. So knowing this, clearing out this area is actually really smart, and then you can go back and then evolve out in the middle of nowhere because there's no Hank and or Cabot to worry about for ceiling damage. So I do like that the Trapper and Support are staying around here. I would like to see the Assault and Medic either on one side or the other look kind of digging in a bit more. Relying on just Gobi to go up or down isn't good. Oh, and there goes Birds. So they know where he is now, and Gobi spots him. Looks like the monster is going to run right towards them. Besides, he doesn't like that and is going to run away instead. The Reaver just ate a Canyon Strider here. Monster running away. And the monster, it looks like, will be able to go ahead and get away. at this time. My in-game is super loud right now, Karma. So Monster, once again, going to the caves. Be careful about Gobi. This is not enough distance. If Gobi gets sent right down here, which is what I would do as if I was a trapper, he'd be able to go ahead and get spotted in here. So just be very, very careful. And here comes Gobi, and there goes Gobi spot. So when you're fighting Gobi, you always want to be about 60, 70. Oh, it does look like the monster is going to get domed here. Does have an entire area to walk around. This is going to be... Oh, maybe. Try sneaking through there. Try sneaking. Get lower. Whatever. Does look like that. I think he probably could have squeezed through there. But does have a area. Somebody could get stuck in there. Nope. Looks like somebody destroyed the plant. Oh, mammoth bird justice. And so if the monster can, I would try and see if we can get around that a little bit more. So Monster just doing his best to evade the dome. So if the monster is evaded and not focusing, basically you want to have the high ground, and basically you want to... There's nothing you can get through there. And does look like he is going to take some permanent health damage here if they can continue to keep this up. Just be careful about following the monster in a big pack of wolves. Just because you're not going to be as efficient as if you were spreading a couple of your lower damage dealers out here to have eyes on him, and it does look like the dome is going to go down. And it looks like maybe... I don't think that's quite a bar of health. I think that's maybe like 4/5 of a bar. Okay, so let me go ahead and change the volume. I've heard somebody say that my in-game volume's a little too loud. So let's change that to here. Okay, let me know if that's any better. So Monster is running away. I do like that he's going back over here. Evolving out in the open, a little close. He might get hit by a Sunny and an Assault really quickly. Torvald might be able to actually get some mortars to land here. Oh, it's going to be very, very, very close. I would have liked to see the support actually boost the Assault, because if the Assault was able to get in place, that would have been even better. And the monster is going away. The classic 3 rock at stage 2, which seems to be the bee's knees. And away the monster goes. Hey QB982, welcome to the channel. And it looks like we'll get some mammoth birds over here. So this is another popular area for monsters to feed and get domed in, because there's a lot of hostile wildlife. This archway is very, very hard for the hunters to navigate, but the monster can easily walk around and work around it. So right now, be careful about being in this little area, because the trapper could just send a Gobi this way. Yeah, that's a cranade, and it's orange. Orange. Here you go. So Monster almost at 75% armor. I think that was a miss for the mammoth bird. I think. Either that or he decides. Here comes Gobi. There goes Gobi spotting him. And Monster at full armor should be able to go and engage. This could be a very strong engagement, actually, is inside the caves. So always be careful about doming the monster when it first comes charging towards you. If you know that the monster is going to engage you, there's no reason to not hold on to the dome for a little while longer until the rest of your team does about 50% of armor, and then throw the dome once you think that the monster is no longer going to commit. Because if the monster engages you head on, he's usually got a plan. And he's usually probably picking an area where he's really strong. So right now they're not going to be doing very much damage, just because that dome was thrown a lot earlier. But now if they threw the dome right now, they would probably be doing a significant amount of damage, and force the monster to put a lot more pressure on him. So it does look like that Slim is down, getting picked up by support. Monster... Oh, and Monster does pick up Sunny just in time. It does look like Monster will be finishing off Slim here. And it looks like Slim will be starting the countdown. Monster's armor is completely gone, and he is taking personal or permanent damage now. However, the rest of his team is in a pretty decent position. It does look like that the monster is going to, in fact, go ahead and split. Pretty good engagement, actually, for the monster. Was able to go ahead and get that first strike on Slim. A little bit above half our health, and almost ready to halfway through evolution. So he should be able to get to stage 3 relatively quick. But remember, he cleared out this area, so one thing to be careful is don't try and revisit old hunting grounds very often. There's not going to be very much food. Like right here, there's going to be a few reavers, and that's about it. Whereas before, he hasn't really fought and eaten a lot here, or the striders down along this little bench as well. No reason not to. And because they don't have a medic, you can continually be throwing rocks backward and hitting them, and they'll have to respect the distance given to you. Because the monster right now, actually even with half armor, might even be worthwhile to go ahead and engage. Because again, they don't have a medic, so they need to be really, really careful with this. Normally, not having a medic is not the last, or not the end of the world. However, your team has to be really, really, really good, relying on personal jetpack management. And there's that leap smash right on his head. So the monster will take another free strike with no permanent damage and run away. And it's still 35 seconds until a dropship. So right now the monster is actually in a good position. Could bait out the hunters to come get to him. If he can get to about 75 or 50% armor, he could go and engage. And then if he does down somebody, they're not going to be able to rejoin in the dropship right away because the dropship is going to be coming down in 20 seconds. But here we go, 6 food right here. Lovely, lovely mammoth birds. And it does look like that the monster made carrion birds appear, and he might actually be able to go ahead and evolve. I think he might be 1 meat more short. Yeah, 1 meat short. And then he's ready to evolve. Unfortunately, the rest of the team will be back up, so he could go ahead and evolve right here, right now, which is a good risk. If you don't see them, I would definitely try and evolve right now. There isn't very much food, so if you do get caught, you will take permanent damage, but then you're going to be a stage 3. There's already a strike on the medic and the trapper, so you shouldn't be worried too much about a dome right now. And there we go, so 3 points into leap, fire, and rock throw. Nobody loves charge anymore. I still feel people underappreciate charge. I really like it now. I actually like it now with the changes than before when it would knock people away too far. I like it more because it's more, now it's more of a herd ability where you can like herd a bunch of hunters into one area and then smash them all with a rock or a throw or a flame. And it looks like the monster will be getting a full armor. Lost only 1/3 of his health. So right now, this stage 3 looks very, very promising for the monster right now. Not to say that this team can't do it, especially with Slim. Slim can easily pull people out of the fight by putting a bug on them, having them go very, very far away, and then come back once they're at fell. And so if they can keep that rotating up and Slim stay far enough away. Oh, it looks like the Nomad wants to pick a fight with Goliath, going toe-to-toe here. And Nomad just pimp slapping him in the face. And there we go. This should fill up the monster's armor bar. So here we go. Stage 3 fight. Let's go ahead and let's get ready. They don't really have any traps to put up. Basically, they have one good position for a Slim. I actually think with Rock Throw and Flame Breath, this thing's just going to get destroyed pretty easily anyway. So now it's all about doing a little bit of damage as the monster comes. So I would love to see a hunter. Oh, okay, there is a hunter going over there. One over here, one over here, one up here, and then just call out when the monster's focusing somebody, and then go from one location to the next, and then basically have everyone doing pot shots while that happens. So here comes the monster. I would be laying down the barrage right now. I think it's going to be too late. Nope, nope, he had the grenade out. Yeah. And there we go, monster goes straight after that. Yeah, if you're ever Sunny or any hunter in general, don't ever sit where the shield drone is, because the shield drone is going to get hit by an AoE. It's only a matter of time. So there's no reason to get hit with that when that happens. You're basically giving a free hunter damage to the monster when that happens. Nice spot for Sunny's drone. I don't think it's going to be able to protect anyone, though. I feel that if you're going to be fighting down here, it should be down here. But these people really, the hunters really need to use the higher area. Nice dome. Dome comes down when the monster is out of armor. It is going to put a bit of pressure on the monster in order to go ahead and make that effectively worse. So here comes the barrage. It does get hit a couple of them, but not enough. Right now, I really try and like to see them on the high ground. There's no reason to be down on the ground, ever. Especially against the melee-type monsters. There we go. Goliath just running by. So they're doing a really, really good job here. Slim doing an amazing job throwing spore grenades and heal bursting. Oh, and that leaf smash does get him down. Now is the time to punish. If they can put enough pressure on him, monster at less than half our health now. If they can put enough pressure on here, this could actually be a very, very big turning point for the monster. And it does look like the monster is going to, in fact, kill Slim, which means that these hunters are going to have to be in a damage race. So right now, it's all about everybody doing as much damage as possible and trying to survive. And again, see, you always want to be on the high ground, and then once the monster comes towards you, jetpack to another high ground and go from there. I feel that a lot of the hunters we've been seeing today have been fighting kind of on the lower ground, and it makes it easy because one traversal and the monster's up here. Here, the monster has to use a traversal and climb, which gives you a lot of headway in when the monster's coming after you. Really, really close fight, though. I feel that if they were on the high ground, they actually probably could have taken that as a win. Calling out targets and then just covering each other when you can. GG.
GG.
That was a really close game. I feel that when the monster engage you at stage 2 in the caves, first, the caves are usually not a great place to fight the monster, so I would try and lure the monster out, like basically everyone kind of retreat and force the monster into a better dome spot. But if not, if it doesn't look like the monster is going to cooperate and wants to stay in the caves but still wants to engage, I probably would have thrown the dome when it was at 50 or 25% armor, just because you know that the monster is willing to engage anyway. Plus, if somebody does go down, it does give the monster an out to let you get that person back up, or it puts the pressure on because now they have very little armor, and so they're not able to commit as strong because they know that the dome's going to be up even longer. That being the case, you did a really, really good standoff at the stage 3 relay. I would have liked to see you guys use the high ground a bit more. You were kind of using the middle and the low ground, and that makes it easy for him to do leap smashes onto you guys from high grounds. So he can go upstairs, hit somebody, then leap smash straight down. Whereas if you're always on the high ground, it's a lot harder for the monster to do that. Also, if you have a Sunny on the team, try not to stand near the deployable because that just gives the monster's almost always going to go after it anyway, and so you're just giving the monster free hunter damage if you're sitting near it. But otherwise, it was really, really close. Would have probably liked to see a little bit more jetpack boost on the stage 3, but really, really, really good job, all things considered. You had him down to like half or about a sixth of his health, so really, really good. And I think if you guys had the high ground, you probably would have pulled that out.